What is going on, everybody, and welcome to episode 13 of F1 2013 Career Mode. In this episode we're in Singapore and it's about to get a bit crazy. I've been told before the race that it's supposed to rain sometime point in this race heavy. So not just light like it was in qualifying. I don't show qualifying, but it was slightly light raining. But like heavy rain, so we'll see how we do as we just come around the first few corners. We managed to get ourselves up into 4th place. From I think a 10th or 11th position as we just go over these curbs. This is a track that I'm actually quite good at. Singapore. It's hard. It's easy to defend, but it's hard to keep concentration from all the blue walls and high buildings. As we dive up the inside, that was a quite good move. Ascends Hamilton there wide, and you have to give me the position back for that because he was extending the track. So yeah, we'll see how we do. So see, we're on Rich, which will give us a bit of an advantage for this first lap. Yeah, so guys, if you've applied for the league, if you look on the website, the races which are on Xbox 360 are up on there. They're all the notifications I've got from who filled in the form. Don't fill it in twice because there's limited form applications. So yeah, I don't want a lot of people ruining up those, and for people that actually want to join, just the same request over and over again. So it's our pit stop lap now. It's lap 5. These tyres are absolutely destroyed, pretty much. I went hard on them because I know it's supposed to rain, so we're going to change now. Because it's not guaranteed to rain, I'm going to have to put on the prime tyre in case. And here we come into our pit stop as we've got the view of the jack man. Then move out of the way, and a good stop there, putting on the prime tyres, which is good as we come out of the pits now. We're on lean, and we're going to put it back under stand. I'm getting blue flagged, so there'll probably be cars coming out to our right now. There they are, Caterham. So accidentally overstand the lines, which is going to give us a warning. Yeah, also talking about the league, I'll put up an update video tomorrow explaining what's what, and I also need your gamer tag so I can add them onto my friends list, and then we'll get ready for the first race. I'm proposing a time of about probably Monday night sometime, probably about 7:15 would be quite a good time. So we have 15 minutes of qualifying, half an hour race till 8. That'd be a good time, probably about 7:15. It's been a bit of an awkward time, but some people should have had their teas ready for an evening session. Every race will be recorded and uploaded to this channel, or edited down to like the better length these videos are. And we're coming to the end of the first season of Career Mode, so it'd be nice to get that started before we finish this. Kind of to overtake it, and that'll be a bit more consistent then. Time attack will be all start tomorrow, probably sometime with my how to get out sort of Imola guide. Basically, it works quite well, so that will be a good video to watch if you want to work. I do on Xbox 360, but it should work on the consoles as well. So as behind Van der Garde, I think he's already pitted or he started on those tyres. I'm going to outbrake him and turn in nice and early, and I've got the position back off him, which is good. And we're just going to keep on driving away, and we're going to see how many cars we get past on this lap. As you see, we're in P8 at the moment. 21 cars already retired from the race. Quite an easy track to crash on. There's lots, especially that corner just there. It's really easy to crash on as the walls are really, really tight. If they come through this section, I do like it because you go underneath the motorway. It's a nice break, especially when it's raining. So we're going to see how many positions we gain now as we come down the pit straight, come around the final bend. You can see the cars all lining up there in the pits. Let's see how many positions we gain. 6, 5, 4, 3. We're in P3, as you can see 2 cars ahead of us haven't pitted. And that might be wise because right now, as you'll see, it started to rain. Now, as you can see, the rain's getting pretty bad now. I'm going to go put on the intermediate tyres. We'll see if this is the right decision or not. And then as soon as I'm about to go into safety car deploy, somebody's had a bad crash somewhere. I can't really tell on the map. Have a look now and see if you can figure out where. But see, no other teams have used the initiative. In every F1 race, they'd all come in now. It's not really raining that heavily at the moment, so we'll put the inters on and we'll go out. There we go, it's out on the intermediate time, the only one to do it. And I'll lose positions now. But technically I've still kind of got track position in a way. Cars are all bunched together, and they will pit, so I'll gain a lot of time as the pack is nicely bunched together. I'm not sure really what happens here. I don't think the game's physics have got this quite right. Because look, I don't know if I'm meant to be battling position for him, but then the car behind me is trying to overtake me, and there's yellow flags and safety car deployed, so I kind of block him as if to say. And also the safety car is a bit of a retard as well, and it doesn't really know when to come out of the pit. It should have waited, and to call the leader, who's quite far up the road, should have waited, come out, and instead we've got to do an entire lap, catch the pack as at full speed, catching the pack back up, and I'm going to put it on lean, save as much fuel as we can. I can't overtake either, as these cars are on the option tyre, the dry tyre, and I'm on the intermediate, so I have loads of grip in these conditions, perfect conditions, but are they not perfect enough? Okay. So now we're at the end of lap 10, lap 15, and these cars are about to come in, so we'll see how much position we'll gain as the rain's really coming down now. Ideally, looking back, what I would have done, you'll see in a minute, is I would have stayed out for an extra couple of laps on the dry tyres, and instead of going in, I would have stayed. I wouldn't have gone on opt intermediate then either. I would have stayed on the option tyre to see if this rain got worse or not. Now it's a really hard call to make. As you can see, the rain's getting progressively heavier, and the intermediate tyres are actually struggling a little bit now. These are on the limit of intermediate to fully wets now. As you can see, it really hammering down. As I'm going to try and catch up the safety car. It's actually quite far ahead of me, but we'll see. And I just leave this whole clip in of me catching the safety car just to show you the extent of the rain, what you would do in this situation if you'd have gone to inters like I did in the safety car period, just to give me a little bit of grip, or gone full wets. Now we'll see the outcome of why I chose it soon, in a minute, in this video. So yeah, so Hamilton's in front of me in 4th, so I'm gaining on the pack all the time. Lap 11 out of 15, so we haven't got too many laps to go, but we've got to join the queue and slow down, which is gonna easier said than done. So weave through these last few corners now. And there we go, as the inters now come into the edge of their grip. I'm still trying to maintain heat into the tyres, as with the restart. I don't really know why a safety car come out, no thing, but now there's only 17 cars, so whatever happened, it must have been a pretty bad crash, or something major must have happened. The first safety car I've ever had on this game, so you've seen it now, and my first restart. The cars are getting pretty smart now how to handle restarts, they're pretty good at it, as you'll see in a minute. So now we've caught up to the back of Lewis Hamilton. If I think one of these cars is still on the dry tyres, which might have been the right decision, there is. You can see how slowly he's going, and even the car behind me will soon catch up to me and try and, I don't know, try and overtake me, but they can't because it's a safety car. We're crawling along about 40 miles an hour, that's really slow and crippling. As you can, there, Raikkonen trying to put one up my inside, not the right decision for him. He pulls in, and me and Lewis Hamilton can just go and put our foot down and catch the safety car and join the queue and slow down. As you can see, now I'm going to get myself in P2 after safety car period, but the rain does look like it's got heavier and the track is getting a lot damper now. Ideally, I should have probably come in. As you see now, we're on the restart. Safety car in this lap 12 out of 15. So that at the end of that lap, it actually come in. We're going to put it on standard now. Get ready for the restart. Now Hamilton should start to back it in. As you see how cold my tyres are now. Just weaving frantically, trying to get heat back into the rears and the front tyres. I can't get any heat in the rears really because it was a pretty badly managed restart, and also this extent of the rain, it really wasn't intermediate tyres at this point. So the intermediate tyres were too cold to heat up. See me there, that's the heat of they're just not gripping these rears, they're just slipping all over the place. And I'm putting down extra 80 horsepower curves, and that's not doing us any favours at all. As we come into this first corner now, the car's not there, the tyres aren't there, nothing's there. So this is just tragic for me. As you can see now, as we're on that lap, and with P2, Hamilton scurried off somehow on the inters. He's literally tiptoeing it around. As we come around now, we got Alonso on the same intermediate tyres. I'm actually going to skid. That was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. Accidentally make contact with Webber as well. There's a massive crash, which apparently is my fault. I currently see why it was a bit Fernando's fault. I looked to see if any flashbacks to use. That's the time of I'd use them, and we really struggle to get out. It's kind of like, as all these cars overtake us, this is really where I lose all those positions. He's just not giving me any help at all. I can't go anywhere. I can't reverse enough without him pushing me to get close enough to the wall, but there we go. Managed to do it. I'm trying to select the wet tyres, which I'm going to do now. There we go, skid up. It's just awful. I lose my front wing there. The race has gone to absolute tatters because there you go, that car's on the wet tyre, and they can just coast past really quickly. And we're going to just skip to where I've somehow managed to get the car back to the pits. I was thinking about restarting the race, but I thought, nah, we've got to show the full extent of what happened in Singapore. One attempt. This is the beauty of this game. It could really ruin your race sometimes. There we go, there's Alonso in the pits, having to wait for me. He's put on the full wets. All the cars that are on the full wets have gone on the full wets for the last 2 laps of the race. There he goes. They're taking a little while to change the tyres. There's no rushes. They go replace my front wing as well. There we go, out of the pits we go. And there we go, now we're going to put it on standard. We're in stone dead last, 16 out of 16 cars. Well, we're not last, I guess we're actually probably going to finish the race, but yeah, this is really either across the pit, like third time this race. That's my third pit stop. That's the most I've ever had to do in a race. Actually, 2 would have been. That run wide at the final corner just shows the extent of that awful race. Good start, managed to get Salvin into quite a high position, and they just fell apart at the end. So finished 7th, but definitely failed. Finished 16th, which really isn't good. There we go. Trying to make our way there through the last few corners there. Not good. You can see all those cars didn't finish. The Ferraris, they all miserably failed. That puts we're still 3rd in the Drivers' Championship. We're still 4th in the Constructors, which is good. Just going to see how our team reacts to that. I doubt they'll be too happy with how we've performed. Don't know why I was downloading Civilized. It was free game that month, that's why. So if you managed to make it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. It was probably worth it, as you've seen, as the team are pretty devastated at my performance in that race. Just bad decision making by me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.